Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk through a line called Morriseys Fringe that I did recently. It's a 25/7B. It only has 2 bolts. It's based in the Whare South area of New Zealand, which means it is volcanic ignimbrite. It's like pockety, sharp pocket climbing. And it was first put up by a guy called Snelder in 1989. I think around this time, Snelder was doing a lot of really classic lines. I'm going to show you a few of them before I show you this absolute oddball. So Morriseys Fringe, only 2 bolts, very short, very bouldery, I guess, quite steep, and definitely for its time, I think it was probably quite a standout line. I'm not sure things like this were being climbed that often back then, not in New Zealand anyway, and in the North Island, being a climber that's based in New Zealand in the North Island, I find when I go to the crags, I'm really looking for them oddball lines, them strange things to try, and this one in particular, I kind of left it for a long time. I didn't know where it was. I knew it was there at Whare Rock, but I was saving it to give it a flash or an on-site try. Like a lot of the 25s, 26s, like 7B, 7B pluses I've left in the Whare South area. I'm definitely saving them for on-sites and flashes to go back when I feel really fresh, get good conditions and stuff like that. So let's get into the video, and I'm gonna just show you a few of the absolute classics that Snelder put up before I show you this one. So first off, one that I did recently called Poopation. I don't know if you would class this as an absolute classic, but it is a very odd line. Another oddball with really strange moves through this dihedral. Really cool style of climbing. It definitely doesn't suit me, but yeah, I had a lot of fun trying to do this route. Yeah, I definitely put that up there with one of the cool lines I've done of his in the North Island. Next one on the cards is definitely a classic. So this one is called Vroom Vroom Mentality. I did this one about 4 years ago. I've done quite a few repeats of it since, and had great times with Marnus on this line and Ryan, seeing them all trying this one over time. It's kind of a boulder problem over the lip and then a massive run out to the top, often a wet crack at the top as well. But this one is definitely known as one of his classic lines in the North Island. I've had a lot of fun on this route over the last few years. Really cool one. Next one, Double Leaning Jowler. I haven't ticked this one yet. This was my last attempt on it, which was with Ryan. And yeah, we jumped on it. I'd forgotten all the moves, so I had to redial them in, and it was on the second day of climbing. But it's kind of a steep climb on the same sort of rock as Morriseys Fringe, volcanic ignimbrite. This one's a 28 or 7C plus. And yeah, I thought I had it done here. Just slipped off. Foot pop, classic. And this one, out of all of his lines, for me in the North Island, is the most classic. One of my favorites, one of my favorite ascents to date as well, is the Man from Atlantis. It's a vertical / slab climb at T-point, grade 27 or 7C. Really nice. I remember ticking this just before we got shut down into some lockdowns during that kind of weird COVID era. So yeah, really love that one. Well, on to Morriseys Fringe now. You see I've pre-clipped the first bolt, which is pretty much the only bolt of the route. It starts off, I started off as kind of low as I could. Maybe I could have sit-sighted it to get a little bit more value out of the line. Yeah, just going up this left-hand arête on nice heel hooks and pretty decent jugs at this point. Kind of like finger jugs, like quite sharp, in-cut. Really nice. And then just working my way towards the lip. You can see it's a pretty steep line, really odd. Should probably be a boulder, but yeah, I guess did they have boulder pads back in the late 80s in New Zealand? I don't know. But yeah, some big rocks underneath, so you definitely want to pre-clip the first. And then you see where I've got Alexi, he's my belayer for this. Yeah, just out of the way to catch me if I did slip off. But this was the on-site go, and you can see now as you get into the main part of the roof, and I'm yeah, got into some real nice slow-mo for these moves so I could talk through them. They're on some kind of like small pockets and then you come over the lip onto some bit bigger pockets. As you come over the lip, the change of angle gives you a couple of better holds. And with the heel hooks around the corner and pockets underneath, I felt like I could really get my toes into the pockets. I was using the Veloces, and these guys were pretty good for sticking my feet right into the pockets because of all that rubber I've got on the top of the toe. Really helped kind of give a bit of tension as I was like kind of steep climbing. Going over the lip, I think, was maybe the crux of this climb. I had to get this like kind of like high left toe and then just rock in on it on not amazing holds, but they weren't that bad either. Just kind of like that boulder problem, and then this thing's done, and then you can see you get over the lip, and then I think it's pretty much done. Not even sure why that second bolt's there. I guess to protect from this, as soon as you leave that bolt, if you fell, you're hitting the ground anyway. So basically you've got like a run out to the top, and you mantle up onto this thing near a crack, and then the anchors are actually a decent distance off to the left. It was kind of a bit gross up there as well on the on-site. I don't think anyone had been up there for a while, so I was like, yeah, sweeping a bit of lichen and stuff off. Yeah, so this now is my repeat go. I thought I'd film it from a different angle so you can see the holds from the right-hand side as well that I used. And the holds on the right-hand side were probably a little bit smaller as they were in the overhang, so you're more like pinching onto the holds. But that's also where you get like some decent feet to counteract the heel hook on the left, where you could jam the toes in. Definitely recommend a shoe with some rubber on the top, so you can like really cam into them kind of footholds on the sharp pockets. Yeah, these really helped a lot. Pretty cool. Yeah, they're really flexible shoe. I think nice for smearing and volumes and stuff. They're basically an indoor shoe, or that's how they're marketed, as an indoor shoe with the S72 rubber, which is super sticky. I found it really sticky to volumes, but I've also used it outdoors quite a lot, and I found it really nice on the Ignimbrite because Ignimbrite is so sharp and grainy. It's got good friction to it. I think it's kind of like stepping on volumes the whole time. So anything that's quite soft, I found really good on the Ignimbrite. As you can see, you see the size of the right hand. It's not a bad hold. It's not the best. It's a little bit slopey. But yeah, you take it as a side pull, get your left foot up. With indecision, yeah, yep, left foot up with the side pull, and then kind of hug the arete as you rock over the lip. No, really pressing down on that left toe. I think on the second go, I actually had a worse effort, I think. Yeah, here's Alex filming from the sidelines as I swallow a fly and had a rough time. Okay, so massive thanks to Ton Snelder for bolting this one and all the other ones that you bolted as well. Thank you very much. And I'm sure I'll be jumping on some more of your classics soon. I know I need to get double leaning jowler because I need to actually go back to it and tick it off. And yeah, really stoked to get this one as an on-site and do a repeat of it as well. However, I'm not sure it's 25. Kind of just a boulder problem, I guess, like maybe in the V4, V5 vicinity. But yeah, I think really hard to grade something like this. Yeah, easy to read, nothing cryptic about it, which made it kind of an easy tick as well. Though these days, I think a lot of people are bouldering in the gyms and stuff like that. The climbers are a lot stronger on steep stuff, so I feel like a lot of steep stuff does get downgraded. Yeah, well, thanks to Ton for bolting this one, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and we'll be climbing something maybe a little bit harder or maybe a little bit easier. Let me know what you want to see in the videos, and I will try and make some cool stuff. I think my best piece of advice for any New Zealand climber in the North Island would be, just to get out there and go and find the weird stuff, because there's some crazy things out there. And yeah, they're actually really fun to do. You can have some great times. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.